everyone, it's Harriet here from the Wild Tribe and welcome back to the Wild Winter Challenge. So I hope you enjoyed your activities last month that were all based around nature. This month's theme is going to be wellness and gratitude, and we have 3 activities for you that are all based around those themes. So first of all, you are going to really enjoy this. We are going to make a glass gratitude jar. We're going to decorate it and also put our notes of gratitude inside. So we'll show you all how to do that. And next we've got the animal yoga card game, which will help you with your memory, and it will also show you quite a range of yoga poses based on animals. And our lovely special guest Heather is going to show you how to do that. So the last activity is the act of kindness, and you'll see a little envelope in your box that inside has a lovely act of kindness for you to take part in. And of course at the end I will read you a story, and this story is so lovely, I can't wait to read it to you. So I'm going to go through your box first, so you know what everything is inside. And of course you've got your postcard, you remember this, and it's got all your instructions on. For your gratitude jar, you've got this glass jar, and I'll be super careful with that and make sure you have adult supervision with that, because obviously glass can be dangerous. We have your very exciting animal yoga card game. And this is the exciting little envelope. Inside is an act of kindness that you'll open up and read later. You also have a small paper bag with all the bits and bobs in, and you'll remember these. They're your stickers for your map. You've got some bits of confetti to decorate your jar, lots of different colours, and you have a brown sticky label. You have some colourful wool and a cardboard paper tag as well, and Jodie's going to show you what to do with those later. And for your gratitude notes, you've got different coloured pieces of paper too. So that's the last thing you need for your gratitude jar. And of course, every month you get a really lovely book. And this one's called One Mole Digging a Hole.
So now I'm going to show you how to make your gratitude jar. And I've got one here that we've pre-made. And as you can see, it's lovely and colourful. It's got lots of decorations on it, a little label, and then inside are your gratitude notes. So let's start off with decorating the jar. So you've got a jam jar here, and I've got some lovely little bits of tissue paper, and I'm going to glue them on. So that's the first thing I'm going to start with. So step 1 is to glue the dots on. Okay, so now I've added my tissue paper. Now I've got these little circles today, but you can add stickers or just cut bits of paper up and glue them on. You can even use paint pens and paint them. So there's loads of things you can do with it, but today I've used this paper. I'm now going to get this label that I've got, which is like a sticker, and then I'm going to put this on the front. So that is going to be my label. I'm going to write on it, Our Family Happy Jar, because for me this is going to be for my family, but you could put My Happy Jar or whatever you want on it there. So Our Family Happy Jar. So there we have that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label it up. So for me, I'm going to make this a jar that lasts all year. So I'm going to put the year on it. So I'm going to put 2021 on here. I've got this label, and I'm going to use this rainbow wool that I've got to put through the hole, and then I'm going to attach it to the jar. So now it looks really lovely and it's ready to go. It's nice and colourful, and I can start working on what's going to go inside it. So I'm going to open the lid and I'm going to start thinking about the different things that I'm grateful for. Now I'm going to show you how to fill up your jar with lots of positivity. So we've got some lovely coloured paper. You've got 3 colours here, and the first thing to do is to cut the shapes out. So I think today I'm going to make some little hearts, but you can make whatever shape you want. So first step is to cut from your paper your little shapes. Okay, so I've got my lovely hearts now cut out and ready, and I'm going to fill them with lots of positivity. So I'm now going to get my pen and I'm going to write down the 3 things today that I feel grateful for. So the first thing I feel grateful for is that I have my family around me. The second thing I feel grateful for is nature, and that I can go and look at a tree or look at the sky and feeling thankful for that, having that around me. And the third thing that I'm feeling grateful for is feeling creative today, and that I get to make something with my hands. So I'm going to write these things down and then pop them into the jar. So I'm going to note them down now with my pen. So now I'm going to pop all of my little hearts into my gratitude jar. So fold them up and pop them in. This is always a fun activity for the little ones because they can fold them up and throw them in, and you can find things like pom-poms and stickers and put them in there. So it's a fun jar full of lots of little bits. So you can fill it up to the brim, and then you can close the jar, and you've got a whole year of positivity there. So make sure again that we put these on the side and that parents get them out for us to dip into. So you might come in, shake it about, and then have a little look at what we can find. And let's see what I've got here. I've got here thankful for family. So it might be that I open this up and I think, oh, I'd love to give one of my family members a lovely cuddle. So it just reminds us of things that we are happy and positive about. So that's all done now. So we hope you enjoy making this activity.
So let's have a look at how to play your animal yoga card memory game. You will find you've got 5 animals, and there are 2 of each animal. So you've got a cow, a dog, a cobra, which is a snake, and a butterfly, and finally your little black cat. So you've got 2 of each of those, and if you lay them all face down, so the back green part is showing up, you can then start playing your game of finding the matching pairs. So I'm going to have a go now. Let's see if I can find a pair straight away. I've got a cow and a cobra. But when I put them down, I'm going to remember where I put them. And that's part of the memory game. So that next, when I pick up a cobra, I remember where the other one is and I win that pair. So the aim of the game is to win as many pairs as you possibly can, and that will be the winner of the game. And Heather, our lovely yoga teacher, is going to show you the corresponding yoga poses for each animal. So once you've picked your pair, you can then try out the yoga pose that goes with that animal. I hope you enjoy it.
Hello everyone, my name is Heather and I'm from Karma Kids Yoga Therapy, and I've been told that you have been given some amazing animal cards from the lovely Harriet and Jodie, and I've heard that they're going to be used for a beautiful memory game that you can do at home with your families. But did you know that these animal cards can also be turned into animal yoga poses? And that's what I'm going to do with you today. I'm going to show you some of these poses that you can do with these cards. So I hear you have got a cat card, a cow card, a down dog, a cobra, and a butterfly. So I'm going to show you how to do each one of these poses, and hopefully we'll be able to link them together where we can do a nice big flow that will help you feel nice and calm and relaxed, ready to do your memory game. So if you are ready, can you find a nice space in your home, and we will begin. So our first pose is going to be our cat. And for this one, what I'd like you to do is you're going to come onto your hands and your knees. And you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Can you spread through those fingers like big cat paws? And let's just have a big stretch to start with. So stretch out one of those legs, or like a cat that's just waking up, and maybe stretch out an arm. And bring it back. Let's do the other side. Stretch out your other leg and reach out your other arm. And bring it back. So with our cat pose, we're going to round our bellies all the way in. Take a nice big breath in. Can you almost get your chin to touch your chest? Push through your hands, push through your knees, rounding your back as if you're a super angry cat. And maybe you can make your own cat noise. Oh, and have a rest. Let's try that one more time. Big breath in. Can you round your belly button all the way in, bringing your chin to your chest and pushing into the floor. Oh, and relax. Lovely. And just give those hands a little stretch. Beautiful. We're going to try our cow pose. So for this one, we are going to come back onto our hands and our knees, just like we did for our cat. But this time, instead of rounding everything in, for our cat, we lift our tailbone so our bottom goes all the way to the sky. And if we can we look up as well? So we've got a nice big arch in our back. Take a nice big breath in. Oh, and relax. Let's try that one more time. Big breath in. Can you lift your bottom as high as you can, looking up towards the sky? Oh, and relax. Lovely. Give those hands a little shake. Beautiful, guys. So we've done our cat and our cow. Let's try our downward dog. So for this one, we're going to put our hands on the floor, but we're going to tuck our toes under. And we're going to lift our knees off the ground. And we're going to shoot our bottoms all the way to the sky. And if you can you walk your dog? So you're going to bend into one knee and bend into the other knee. Oh my goodness, can you take a nice big look up towards your belly button and give that head a little shake? So this is our downward doggy pose. And if you want to make it even bigger, you can create your own tail by lifting one of your legs to the sky. Oh my goodness, maybe give it a little shake, giving it a wag, and bringing it down, and reach the other leg up to the sky, and give this one a little shake, and bring it back down. Hold it here for one more nice big breath in, and a big breath out. And then slowly bring your knees to the floor, untuck those toes and sit back. Beautiful, well done. Lovely. Take a little moment, maybe take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. And our next one is going to be Cobra, which is a snake pose. So for this one, you're going to come down onto the floor, onto your bellies. And you're going to stretch your legs back nice and long. And can you bring your hands next to your sides? And you're going to squeeze those elbows in towards you. And keeping your forehead down to the floor just to start with, push into those hands, squeeze in the elbows, lengthen out through those legs. And as you breathe in, push the floor away, lift your head and lift your heart. Or maybe you can do a little wiggle from side to side like a slithery snake. Maybe you can take your head and look all the way up to the sky. And maybe you can look all the way down to the floor. And maybe you can do a nice big stretch and look over at your left toes. And maybe look over at your right toes. And let's try a little waving snake. So nice big breath in, reaching up nice and tall. And as you breathe out, lower all the way down. Let's try that again. Big breath in, push the floor away. Breathing out lower. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. And slowly come back to your knees. Beautiful. We're going to try our last one. This one is our butterfly. So for this one, can you bring the soles of your feet, so the bottom of your feet together so they touch, and slide your bottom as close to your heels as they will go. And take a hold of your feet with your hands, and can you just do little bounces? So our legs have turned into our butterfly wings. Beautiful. And you can keep them down here and just keep your little flutters in your legs. Or if you want to take it a little bit bigger, I use my 2 peace fingers and I put them together and I wrap them around each of my big toes. And I take a nice big breath in, reaching really tall through my spine and all the way out the top of my head. And as I breathe out, I stretch one leg out to the side, like I'm trying to spread those wings. And I bring it all the way back in. Let's do the same on the other side. So nice big breath in, stretch out that leg, and bring it back in. Let's do one more each side. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Big breath in, and a big breath out. And just come back to those little bounces. Do we think we can do both legs at the same time? So let's see. Nice big breath in, sitting up really tall. And this time as you breathe out, can you hover your feet off the ground? And as you breathe in, super slowly, can you open those legs out nice and wide? Spread both of your wings like you're about to take flight in the sky. And bring them back. And maybe we can fly for 3 times. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3. Hold it there, taking a nice big breath. And as you breathe out, close it in and let it come down. And come back to those little bounces. And maybe you'd like to take a little rest. And you can just let your hands come in front of your toes. And let your head gently bow down towards your feet. And have a little rest. Beautiful. Taking a nice big breath here. And a big breath out. Slowly roll all the way up. Lovely.
Right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this kindness envelope. So you'll find this in your box, and the first thing to do, step 1, is to open the envelope. So it's really fun for all ages to open this, because you have to pull these little bits and open it up. And then inside you'll find a sticker, and there'll be a guided act of kindness in here. So you read it, and then you can see how you can be creative with it and do your act of kindness. So mine says, make someone in your family smile today. So if I read this, I might do the act myself, or I may get my daughter, who's 2, to do the act of kindness. So I could say to her and guide her through it and say, do you think we could make somebody smile today? Let's give Daddy a cuddle. So that kind of thing. Or an older child, you might say, how can we make Daddy smile today? And your child may say, oh, I'm going to make him a drawing, or I'm going to make him something, or bake him a cake. So there's all sorts of things you can do and be creative with this. And then the great thing is, after this, you possibly could set challenges for yourself. So you could make other envelopes from cardboard and write challenges to see if you can give somebody else an act of kindness, a challenge. So yeah, there's lots of ways you can use this, but see how you do with getting creative with your special act of kindness.
Right, now it's time to read our story. We're going to be reading All Are Welcome. Now this story is by Alexandra Penfold and Suzanne Kaufman, and it's a real favourite in our household, so I hope you enjoy it. I'll give you a little look at the front cover. Let's begin. All are welcome. So, pencils are sharpened in their case. Bells are ringing, let's make haste. School's beginning, dreams to chase. All are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our classroom, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music and we'll make art. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for lunch. What a spread! A dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it round till we're all fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will swing, we will slide. We'll have fun, side by side. All are welcome here. We are part of a community. Our strength is our diversity, a shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. What a lovely image. We will learn from each other. Special talents we will uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do, and when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back, start anew. All are welcome here. Head for home to get some rest and greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Our time together is the best. All are welcome here. You have a place here. You have a space here. You are welcome here. Look at that lovely picture. All those people. And right at the end of this book, so wonderful, the word welcome in lots and lots of different languages. Isn't that such a lovely book? So we really hope you've enjoyed your box this month. So many lovely activities to get involved in, and hopefully your heart feels all warm and full of love after that wonderful, wonderful story. So take care, and we shall see you for more activities very soon. Bye!